Child, I am tired. I'm teary. Whew, I just finished working, but I figured let me hop on here and get some of these clips done and out of the way. Woo! So, what is this one about? Neighbors. Oh, and I promised something. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I want to try to. And there it is, my candle. So, I love candles. Oh, gosh, I've always loved candles. I basically try to keep candles around the house. And again, please pardon my very junky room. It is junky, I don't care. So, there's a special reason, actually, why I have this candle. And it has to do with neighbors. Neighbors, gotta love them or not. So, the quick of this little story is, I know quick for me, right? I've been living where I am now for, I guess, going on 7 years. My goodness. And for the most part, I have really enjoyed living here. Of course, you're going to have some little issues, like my downstairs neighbors who, they lived here about as long as I have lived here. Really hot guy. Oh my God, Latin too, y'all. Oh. But he loved to woodwork and drill, and he kept like a bird feeder out here, which the glare sometimes would come into my room and just stuff. He acted as if their apartment, because he lived there with this lady in a wheelchair, and it was like, wait, now, is that his wife or is that his mother? And I've heard different stories about that. I think in the end, we all decided or realized, me and my roommate, that that's his wife. They were noisy a little bit, chain smokers and all that. That was in the very beginning, and I complained. You know, I've said stuff to them. But, you know, over the years, and again, 7 years, we've been all here together for 7 years, they mellowed and whatnot. And I just, came to a point where it's like, you know what, it's better the devil that you know. I know them, they know me, I know what to expect from them. And it just got to a point that again, their stuff that did bother me tapered off. And I think they ever complained about me. I don't think so. But anyway, so it was like, yeah. It got to a point where I was like, oh my God, this place is peaceful. Please don't leave. I'm not kidding. I never said that to them, but I'm like, oh my God, please don't leave, because better the devil you know. Guess what? They left at the beginning of this year. Now, a little bit of numerology. 2026, when you reduce those numbers, you get what? 1. 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So for those of you who follow numerology, 1 it signifies a whole new beginning. I'm feeling it right now. Others might be feeling it as well. And apparently they felt it because they moved out. Yeah, new beginnings. So they moved out in January. As a matter of fact, right after the new year. And at first I was like, maybe they're just cleaning off the patio, because oh my God, they had a very elaborate patio downstairs, and it had a little bench kind of. It's interesting. I call it our little backyard, where there's a little path that people can walk through. It's kind of nice actually back there. And yeah, he had a little bench and whatnot set up with kind of like a little Buddha-looking thing. So it was kind of nice, actually. But I looked down there and I noticed that the patio stuff was gone. My first thought was, oh my God, they're moving. But then I thought, well, maybe he's like cleaning it off like every year or whatever kind of thing. You know, cleaning it and getting ready for the new year. No, again, left, moved. And then that's when I panicked, when I realized they're leaving. Holy shit, what kind of piece of shit are we going to get now? What kind of trash are we going to get now? And I promise I'm getting to the candle. In February, last month, oh God, a lot happened last month. Ooh, let me start on that. I was just dancing and exercising on a Sunday. I'm trying to do, are you ready for this? You can laugh with me. I am trying to do, as they say, 5 days of cardio, 30 minutes a pop, 5 days a week. So far it's been working, I think. Myself. Anyway, I've been maintaining it and keeping it up for the most part. And so sometimes I basically have my little ear pods in, listening to music as I dance, because that's what I'm doing currently, is doing the dancing. Sometimes I plug in my stereo to one of my laptops, and I let the music come through the speakers and dance to that. And so on this particular day, which was a Sunday, about 11 o'clock that morning, doing my routine, blah, 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 blah. And the next thing I know, I heard a boom, 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 and I ought to recreate it. See how they like it. Oh, not meaning to give the story away. So I think you know where I'm going with this. And then my first thought was, oh, shit. Oh, okay, we got new neighbors. And I kept right on dancing. Okay, and I did not turn my music down. Okay. So I would say it's probably about 2 minutes. I had 2 minutes left of my routine. And my roommate comes to the door and says, hey, yeah, we have new neighbors now. He just came up to complain about the noise. I said, uh-huh. And he says, this is what my roommate says, that, oh, yeah, that they have a newborn downstairs, and hence that's why the banging, and that's why they would like for us to keep the music down. A newborn. I find that hard to believe, considering that, and now we're getting to the candle, considering that since they've been here, and I don't even think it's been a full month, has it? We can smell their pot smoke. It reeks all the way up into our apartment. Doing it out there on their little patio, which that's your business, but when it comes into my apartment, now it becomes my business. And so I've complained a couple of times. And I think also they do it inside. And I think they're doing it like in their bedroom right below mine. My roommate says he smells it as well. Hence, I'm an extortionist. The candle. I bought several candles. And those suckers are expensive, by the way. Oh my God. Gave one to my roommate. Yeah, I've complained. I have been tempted to go down there, but I'm like, you know what? If I go down there, I'm trying to catch them when I see them. I just don't feel like going down there, to be honest with you. Not that I'm scared. I just know me. So it's all been, I've called the courtesy officer. I have certainly complained to the leasing office a couple of times, and I think my roommate's going to do it. I've asked him to please do it. But my point is this ain't no damn club. People have to live here. And I don't care what you do, just as long as I don't have to hear it or smell it. And one time I decided to just kind of look down there from my doorway, from that point of view, that you can just look down and you have a better view of who's on their balcony or whatever. I used to do it all the time with my former neighbors. That guy was hot. This is some black dude with dreads. And my roommate says that there's a woman that lives there too. I guess that's his girlfriend, his wife. But I haven't seen no baby, ain't heard no baby. But anyway, so look down there, and I know I saw some packages of something or the other. Little plastic bags. They look like gray, and I should have taken a picture of it. Don't know what's in them bags, but I think you're arriving at the conclusion that I am. Look, I don't want no troubles. I really don't. But again, hence the candle. I've got my humidifier going, and so far both of those have been helpful, especially the humidifier. And I've got what do you call those things? It's supposed to take the allergens and the smoke and all that. You have to forgive me again, I'm so tired. I'll post it. I'll put a title of it across the screen, as I usually do when I can't think of something. It's not a humidifier. I think you know what I'm talking about. That is supposed to arrive, I think today, actually. But I've made the decision to move. I want a house. Don't know how I'm going to afford it. My credit score is getting better because I'm paying off some debt, so that's good. Don't have a down payment at all, but hey, that's neither here nor there. I'm ready to go. I'm tired of apartment living. I don't want to go down the lane about previous bad neighbors, because we would be here all day. It just seems to me that when I first started living in an apartment, which I guess would have been in 1989, back in North Carolina. See, I would say from 1989, for a long time actually, of living in apartments, it was quiet. You didn't see your neighbors, you didn't hear your neighbors, you didn't smell your neighbors. And it was really wonderful. I want to say, and again, you have to forgive me, I'm very tired. I may have to do one of my little famous pairs. That I started having problems with neighbors, I want to say probably in Midtown, when I lived in Midtown here. I'm just going to throw out a year, and again, I'm going to have to correct myself. I'm just going to say 2010, 2011, when the families started coming in. But all these noisy ass chillins. And I don't want to pick on a certain race. Please don't have me go there. I love y'all, but y'all are noisy. Yeah, and I do even recall a moment where one of my apartment complexes, damn, if my neighbors across the hall at about 11 p.m. didn't have a mariachi band coming in there, because I guess it was somebody's birthday at 11 p.m. Yeah, I think it was the weekend. It had better be the weekend. I think it was Friday or Saturday night. But I'm like, really? Several people complained about that. And there have been other just bad instances, even instances of people complaining about me walking too hard across my floor. And I've been on the bottom, and I've experienced that where I thought somebody was walking hard across the floor. People, there's only so much tiptoeing and gliding across my carpet that me as Endora can do, okay? And a whole lot of other instances. And I'm just finally, I think after that moment of the banging on my floor, my floor, his ceiling, their ceiling, I'm like, what in the hell is this? Is this a dormitory? Is this college? And I was like, done. Don't know when, how, where, and sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's great that way, and sometimes it has to be that way. And I think maybe for the first time in my life, I need to treat it that way without any kind of real plan and say, screw this. My peace of mind and my mental wellness is much more important than somebody else's convenience, thinking that I am being too noisy and I can't play my music. And I'm even going, oh my God, when I exercise, am I stepping too hard on the floor? Because you don't bang on my fucking floor. Really? And I'm like, oh no. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of the congestion. I'm sick and tired of the whole, I'm tired. I'm going to say I'm tired of families. I don't care what race you are, I'm tired of families. I'm tired of all y'all. So maybe this clip is turning into Derek is going to get a house, or try to get a house, or buying a house, or getting a house, or renting a house. And I know, of course, all that's problematic too. But I need to be, I guess, on a ground level where there's nobody underneath me or on top of me or even too much around me. I'm a Taurus and I'm expansive and I need my space. So I'm going to end it there. I don't think I did too bad with the time. According to this, 13 minutes. See if I can cut it down a little bit in the editing process. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm pushing my other two channels, Derek Talks Soaps, as well as The Days of Derek's Mind, where I sort of marry those clips to the blog posts. So pretty much every week, you're getting something from me. Isn't that fantastic? And I'm going to have some more coffee. Actually, I'm probably going to take a nap after this because I've worked all day. All right, everybody, I will see you next time.